Hi everyone, this is the Focus Spender, and today I'm going to be sharing with you my 2019 investment strategy. There are 3 components in my strategy, and I'm going to be sharing them with you today, plus a bonus at the end, so be sure to stick around. But first, if you're new to my channel, I would love for you to subscribe. My channel is all about getting out of debt, staying out of debt, organizing your personal finances, and increasing your net worth. So let's get started. This year, I decided to make a huge change in my investment strategy, which had ripple effects in my overall investing. It also is going to be reducing how much money I take home every week. So that being said, this video is for informational purposes only. I am not telling you to make any changes in your investment strategy. And if you decide that you do want to make changes, please be sure to contact a professional. So what did I change? Okay, well, let's dive right into component number 1. So I have decided to stop investing in my regular 401k and switch over to a Roth 401k. So what does that mean? That means I am investing with post-tax money. What? That's crazy. So I will place all blame on Susie Orman because I saw her speak a few months ago, and I read her book, Women and Money, and she talked about the difference between investing in a regular 401k or a Roth 401k. And the difference, obviously, is that you're investing with post-tax money and not pre-tax money. Her whole notion is that we know exactly how much we're paying in income taxes right now, but we have absolutely no idea what income taxes are going to be like once we retire. So therefore, you might as well get the taxes out of the way. And I know a lot of people say, because I've said this before, that when you retire, you're going to be in a lower tax bracket than you are now. So you want to pay taxes later when your tax bracket is lower. But I don't know about you guys. The way I'm setting up my life right now is that I never plan on being in a lower tax bracket than I am right now ever again. I just want my money to keep going up. So that means I just need to pay the taxes now, and I can let my money grow, and never pay taxes on it again. So what that means for my 401k is that the new money that I'm investing is going into the Roth 401k, but unfortunately the money that I've previously invested will not be switched over from a traditional to a Roth 401k. I don't know about your plans, but I know specifically for the plan that my job is in that that is not an option for me to do. The other major shift that I'm making within component number 1 is that I will actually be maxing out my Roth 401k for the first time, and I'm going to be investing the full $19,000. Whew, that's a lot of money. Now, what I've done in the past, because I was doing the regular 401k and I was doing things pre-tax, is that I wanted to pretty much split how much I was investing pre-tax versus post-tax. I didn't want everything to go into the pre-tax component, so I would determine what 15% of my salary was, and then I would subtract $5,500 because that was the Roth 401k amount, and whatever was left over, I would do that as my traditional 401k investment. So let's say 15% of my salary was $10,000. $5,500 would go into my Roth IRA, and the other $4,500 would go into my regular 401k. This year, I'm scratching that and I'm going full steam ahead and doing $19,000 in my 401k. I don't know if this is something I can do every year, but I know this year, the way my finances are set up, I definitely can afford it this year, so I'm going to do it. And I'm going to do it every year that I can, and things may change down the line, but for now, this is what I'm going to do. So that leads me into component number 2. So the second thing that I'm doing in my investing strategy is my Roth IRA. So I still plan on fully funding my Roth IRA for the year, and the max for 2019 is $6,000. So that's how much I'm going to be doing. The way I've historically done it is that I have made deposits into my account on a quarterly basis. Usually when I get my tax refund, I would take the majority of that money and put it towards my IRA, and then I would, as I save money, I would make deposits into the account. But because the tax laws have changed and the way I typically structure my W-2, I actually doubt that I'm going to be getting any refund at all. I'm really hopeful that I don't actually have to pay anything. So if I don't have to pay anything, I'm winning, and I really don't think I'm going to be getting a tax refund. We'll see. But I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, which is making quarterly deposits into my IRA. So that leads me into component number 3. And component number 3 is my non-retirement account investing. So that is my Betterment, that's M1 Finance, that is Robinhood. And I have videos on all 3 and I'll leave them all linked below. So what I'm going to be sticking with for sure is definitely Betterment and definitely M1 Finance. So with Betterment, what I used to do was take all of my excess money that wasn't, in my pre-tax 401k and that was not in my Roth IRA, and I would use that extra money to invest in Betterment. But because I am going to be using almost all of my excess cash in my retirement accounts, it's going to significantly reduce how much I'm able to fund my Betterment account. So I probably will only be doing about $200 every pay period or so into my Betterment just to make sure that I'm still active with it. So in my Betterment account, I have a wealth building account, which is focused primarily on stocks with a little bit of bonds. And then I have a safety net account, which is focused on bonds and just stability. So that's like what I'm using to save money. So I'll have that as that cushion that's cash and has low risk. Then I'm also going to continue with my M1 Finance. And I'm not doing much in M1 Finance. I do $15 a week, which is $60 a month. And I'm going to continue doing that. As for Robinhood, if you watch my full Robinhood video, every bit, and you listen carefully to what I say, you know that I actually do not like investing in individual stocks. So what I'm planning on doing with Robinhood is I'm leaving everything as is. Thankfully, when I created that video, someone commented and asked me for my sign-up link. And I thought, sign-up link? What are you talking about, sign-up link? So I went into my Robinhood account and I found that I had a referral link. And so I went back to the video and I posted that link. And so that link allowed me to get free stocks anytime someone used my link. And because of that, my Robinhood account went from $500 to over $1,000 just from people signing up. They get the free stock and I get the free stock. So I'm just going to let that ride out. So those are all 3 components that I have in my investment strategy. And like I promised, I said there will be a bonus at the end. So the one thing I wanted to talk about is that people might look at me and think, how in the world am I able to have all this excess money to invest and to save? And honestly, I'm not in debt. I don't have student loan debt. I don't have credit card debt. And I keep my expenses extremely low so that I have all this excess money. But another thing I do is I really tightly manage how my money flows on payday. And so what I created was a guide called the 5 Payday Mistakes that's keeping your savings and investment accounts from growing. And I have linked that below. So feel free to download it. And in it, I share exactly what I'm doing to make sure that everything is set up in the proper manner so that I am saving and I am investing to the maximum. I hope you like this video. If you do, please be sure to click on like, share with your friends, leave me a comment, ask me any questions that you have below, and that's it. You can find me on social media at Focus Spender on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Thanks. Bye-bye.